Hey, are you planning your wedding on a budget? Are you keen to save money wherever possible? Are you going to be embracing on some DIY projects? Today's tutorial is great for you if you are looking to save them precious money and also add a creative touch to your wedding day. We are going to be exploring how to make DIY wedding invitations via Canva, a digital design program. It is great and a great way to not just have invitations, but to also create other wedding stationery as well. And today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that. And the best thing is, they are going to be delivered to you at a fraction of the cost that it would cost you if you were going to be purchasing invitations in. So let's get cracking. Let's enjoy this tutorial. Don't forget, if you have any questions, to make sure you make a comment below and I will ensure to get back to you. Let's enjoy this section. Hello. So welcome to Canva, this wonderful design site you're going to be using, which is absolutely great for beginners and advanced users. So if you haven't signed up to Canva already, go onto Google and type in Canva and it will automatically come up and show you how to log in and sign yourself up for an account. So if you are starting out on Canva, you are completely welcome to use the free option because it has lots and lots of tools to use. However, if you are going to be, which I bet you will be after this tutorial, going to be using Canva for more than just one of your items for your wedding, then it may be worth also trying out the free trial and then signing up for a month. Bear in mind, with Canva, you can cancel your subscription anytime. It works out, I believe, around £13 a month, so it's not money that's going to break the bank, and it is highly recommend you signing up for. So this is your page where we come into to design our projects and things along those lines. As you can see, I use Canva quite a bit and I've got lots of wonderful tools on here. So on here, I've got lots of lovely tools and it's brilliant for so many things. As you can tell, I do work sections and also do some homemade tutoring stuff with my kids as well. So there is an amazing amount of tools. All this sort of information along here is ideas and things that they're going to be using. Sorry, my tablet is so sensitive. It's clicked on something without my permission, but hey ho. So that's a little bit about how Canva looks. Anyway, so we are going to be jumping on once my internet's nice to me. And just in the search section, the easiest way to find a design template that we're going to be wanting is to be by tapping it into the search bar up at the top. So up here, this search icon, typing wedding invitations. If you have a rough idea on what you are looking for, it is worth typing that in as well. It may be that you're looking for florals. It may be that you're looking for brides. It may be that you're going to be looking for darker invitations or photo invitations. Please put that in here because that is what's going to help the search criteria come up. So here we go, the world of Canva. I do apologize, my internet is a little slow today. So as you can see, I've been playing with Canva for quite some time. It's the tutorials I actually do with my members club. But I just want to share some details with you. So here is a couple of design templates that you can use. So just a heads up, if you are using the free option, you can use any of these type of ones here. If you are looking here, it says it's a pro, which means you get access to that either by signing up for a monthly subscription or either paying the bill for what you've got. But like I said, I highly recommend actually signing up for Canva for a month, getting all your stuff done, and then potentially cancelling it afterwards if you don't want to use it from then. So there are obviously quite a lot of pro options. So with these wonderful invitations, you can actually go in, edit the text to suit your wedding itself, and then use it as simply as that. So this, for example. All right, you also can print via Canva. However, and the quality is good. However, I am all keen for supporting small and local businesses, so that is exactly what I do. And if you'd like more information about printing, please do comment below, and I will absolutely happily recommend a few printers to you if you would like more information. So let's get onto here. So this gives you a bit of an idea about the invitation. It also does tell you the size just up here, but please do bear in mind that it's completely editable. So we go here and press customize template. I definitely need to be doing this tutorial from in the house because my lovely computer. Right, so this is the design template just here. It will load it all up in just a moment. And when I say that we can completely edit and change this template as we want to, it really is that straightforward. So for example, if it was something as simple as you wanted to get rid of this flower design at the back, you would just tap on that design and you can just delete it. Okay, it's as simple as that. Obviously, I want to show you. If you would like that flower design to be more dominant, you could come up to the transparency section and completely highlight it over. But as you can see, it's quite nice. So if you're going to be making an image more transparent, this is where you would click. Okay, same with these templates up here as well. We can move them wherever we want to and things on those lines. This isn't a whole image, sadly, but it gives you a bit of an idea about what it looks like. So all these templates are designed by graphic designers and then have become actionable and usable by Canva because they've been given permission to use them. So here, what we would do is edit the text where we would like to. Traditionally with invitations, you've been able to, it's generally sent by the bride and groom's or bride's family members. However, quite a lot of time these days actually is sent by the couple themselves. So here is your information together with their families, Amelia and William. So obviously put your name in there. Traditionally, it is the female's name first and then the gentleman's name after. However, you can do whatever makes you happy. And then it's going down to invite you on a journey to join them to celebrate their marriage. So if there is another phrase in there you would like to say, please just do edit it. You double click, just like you would on a Word document, and then delete it and write it back in, whatever you would like. Okay? So it's very, very straightforward and done to design and be friendly to everybody. Here is your date and time, and then obviously your address information as well, and then your reception. So please do have a think about the type of wording, and it's as simple as that to edit. Okay, so that's nice and straightforward. So this is a smaller invitation, 10 centimeters by 14. However, if we would like to redesign it, if we come up to the resize item up here, this is only available on the Canva Pro subscription, so please do bear that in mind. But if you would like to resize it, this is how we do it. So up here, I've got a 5 by 7 inch selection, and the reason why I've got that is because this is the average size of wedding invitations. That is the reason behind that. So I then click on that, or I can even customize the size in myself and write the measurements that I want, and then press copy and redesign, or redesign this design. So I'm going to redesign the exact design that I'm actually on. Sometimes it can give you little edits that need to be done. However, sometimes it will automatically design them in the right size. So now you know when you're going to be sending this to the printers, it's going to be in the relevant size that you've got. The great thing about this is when you're buying invitations, you can make sure they relate to the size of the invitation that you've designed. So that section there is extremely straightforward. Okay, so say you've got an invitation template and you don't actually like the flowers or the design that actually is on there. So what you would do here is potentially delete them off. This one is a little bit fiddly because there's quite a few. However, it's easily done. Let's just have a look. So we've got to delete all these individuals off, but that's not the end of the world. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to find the relevant picture for yourself. So let's have a go at getting rid of that one as well. So there is just your wording. It's always great to use a template just for the wording alone, just to trigger your memory and things. But however, you can completely start with a blank canvas if you'd like as well. So we are going to now want to be finding the images that we want for our design. Bear in mind, these images and fonts and colours can be used on all of your wedding stationery. That is the best thing about this. So I'm going to be clicking on elements just here. And up the top here, I'm going to be typing in florals. Okay. Normally it would come up with graphics is generally the better one. Photos are a bit more trickier, but generally graphics is where you want to be going from. So on here, just do select all, and this gives you a bit of an idea about the quantity and the type of stuff you're going to be using. So as you can see here, they've got pink florals. Bear in mind, you can add things in like I want red flowers, I would like white flowers, I would like a rose, I'd like poppies. You can really put in any sort of thing you would like. So you can see here the type of range you're going to be getting. It is absolutely huge. So say for example, I want to be using this decoration just down here because I'd like to stick to my corner decorations. You would then click on it and drag it and drop it wherever you see is right for you. Okay, and then, for example, we're going to play about with the size and things of that in a minute. We can then obviously make it more transparent if it's too intense for you, if you'd like it a little bit more subtle. And you can also resize and things on those lines. So I'm going to be wanting this design just here, also down on this section as well. So let's have a quick look about how to do that. So I've just plussed it. As you can see, I've now got two. I use this little spinner down the end to twist and rotate to 180. And that is going to be going down here just like this. Lovely. So I'm going to make these a little bit smaller now because they're a little bit dominating on my page. And then have a go at sectioning them over just over here. As you can see, and now what I need to go and do is edit my text so that I can actually see what is going on. So I'm going to be moving the text to where I need it all to be. Okay, so nice and straightforward. Beautiful. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. Bearing in mind, you can size these however you see fit. Right, so let's just show you a little bit about if we wanted to add a little detail in the background. So let's have a look what we've got available. So say, for example, if we wanted this as the background. At the moment, as you can see, it covers the text. So what we need to now do is go up to position and say you want it back. And this is double back here. You can do one back, but it won't cover all the text. But if you do it back, two back, it would then make sure it's behind all the text. And in this situation, I'd highly recommend thinking about your transparency and also doling it out a little bit there as well. So that gives you a little bit of an idea how to do them two sections. I personally don't feel like that sort of goes in with my theme. So I personally wouldn't keep it. However, there's lots of options for you to go through. So I am going to quickly just change this a little bit and show you a little bit more of what else we can do. So I just also want to show you if you were to go for a full background, which you can do if this is the type of design you want. Like this, for example, we could then once again go to positioning and make sure it goes. Oh, it's not going to actually give us that option, is it? So let's do So right, so I believe it's already there actually as the back. So let's click on that, and then we can go to transparency and make it a little bit more relaxed on the colours, just like this. Bearing in mind, you can also make these larger, change their colours and things on those lines. Okay, but that is quite a busy background. But however, if we like busy, then go for it. But this gives you a bit of an idea about how to work if there is a background you would like to choose. And then let's go back to our elements again and try and show you another option. So this one here, for example, we can see that how it's designed to work. What we would then do, it's going to be tricky, is potentially drag and drop this section just over here. Right, a lot of this is going to be down to playing with things along those lines. That one actually doesn't overly work very well, but however, I've got on magic recommendations here. This one would work for the type of thing I want to do. So I would have this here. I don't want to lose the detail in it, so I'd actually need to just... This gets a little bit tricky sometimes when they lay it on top of stuff because you want to move it. So that's there, and I would drop that just down here. If we were now to stretch this, we'd tend to lose a little bit of the detail. So it's up to you whether it covers you where you were or whether you'd like to keep it smaller and actually just double click it and move it along. Might be another option as well. Okay, so if you would like to also put something along those lines at the top as well, it might be something as simple as you wanting to put a small floral arrangement at the top, which you can shrink this one down and then drag it to where you need, as something as simple and as elegant as this. Or it might even be that you want to do another border line as well. So this one could be something that you would use just as a small section up here. Let's just have a play. However, it could also be as a flip side, which we would spin and then drag it over to here. And then you could potentially copy the item again. So I've highlighted it and I've pressed plus, which means duplicate, and then run it again to the same thing. As you can see, it sort of blends in because I'm using the same design, and the same thing again to make sure I'm not losing the detail of my image. So there you go. That gives you a little bit of an idea about how to create your own Canva tutorial and Canva invitations. So if we want to be saving our invitations, you go on to save just here, and then you go on to download. Okay, so we're going to be sending this to the printers, so we want to save this as a JPEG. Try not to get stuck into the PDF print, but it does work. But however, from my experience of printing, my JPEG seems to come out better than my PDF print. So I personally saved to JPEG, however, PDF print as well would work. So JPEG for me. I would then go download, which obviously is doing the magic for you right now. If you are on a free Canva template and you have used images that you have to pay for, they would actually give you a price to buy that product. However, please just bear in mind that if you're then going to be using this information to create other items for your wedding, like your signs or your table decorations or your numbers or anything along those lines, you're going to be wanting to use it a bit more. So just sign up for your month and cancel it at the end. So here I just would, same as you would with anything, just download and save the item, change it to something, your wedding invitation, things along those lines, just so you know. Okay, so the nice and easy. I just want to tell you one more thing, just in case you're going to be using this stuff for any other wedding stationery. So what I would like to tell you is you would like to continue to use the same fonts and the same images and the same colors throughout your creation journey. So I would like you to take note of the type of image that this is. Okay, I would like you to click on your fonts and make a note of what they are. So click on the font itself and make a note of this font so you know what you're looking for when it comes down to. Also, make a note of the color that you have chosen. So when you highlight the A, it comes up here, and then you get that hashtag code 3B4A27. That means that is the color in which you've used for your font. Save that color because you can ensure that every other piece of stationery you create yourself can then be in the exact same color. So this, once again, is a different font. So I would click on it and also highlight the title and the name of the font there. This actually, funnily enough, is a different color font. So I'd also make a note of that font color as well. So these are just really important little tips to able to make your design work easier the next time. So very, very straightforward, very easy. And bear in mind, what we can do from here is create your table numbers. We can create your menu cards. We can create your order of services, your welcome sign for your guests. Absolutely anything we can create using these designs. So it's really important to take this note. I hope you've enjoyed this little Canva tutorial, and soon there'll be some tutorials on how to decorate your invitations and make them even more jazzed up. So I just want to quickly show you this little one, and I'll show you some what I mean by decorating them as well. All right, so I think here I've done just a paper base. Let me just section this one off. I'm an avid user of Canva. It's been absolutely brilliant. I do not have any design skills or anything along those, any formal training. But however, once you get playing with Canva, you really do embrace it and enjoy it. So it's going to go on a go slow for me, isn't it? So I just wanted to quickly show you a design of the back, so we can use them. You can see multiple designs there. I will show you a couple of tutorials and things of them actually decorated, so it gives you a bit of an idea. It doesn't necessarily have to be a plain invitation, which it actually can be if you'd like to save money. They still look absolutely beautiful printed on lovely paper and things on those lines. However, you can also add some creative details as well, which I will show you in a few images at the end. Right, thank you for joining me on this Canva tutorial. I'm just going to quickly wrap up with you via video. So thank you very much for joining me for that Canva tutorial. It was quick, straightforward and simple. And if you have any questions, please make sure you comment below and ask any questions. It's completely welcome. I will make sure I get back to you. I am super, super keen about allowing people to experience the wonders of being creative, but also save money while planning their wedding day. So if you would like to see more tutorials like this, we soon have many other exciting tutorials coming, DIY hands-on projects and also digital and creative projects as well. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And if you would like a more supportive role, a more holding hands role model, someone that's got your back throughout the whole wedding planning process and also creative experience as well, we do have the Creative Brides wedding planning or planning membership. It's called the Members Club. We have step-by-step wedding planning structure in there, and we also have a craft and creative project section in there as well. And obviously my members get access to me on a live weekly basis where we do creative inspirational projects and planning stuff together as well. And it's a great way to have someone on hand that's been there and done it many times to hold your hand and support you along the way. So as we wrap up, I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you check out the little few photos at the end of the finished product of what your Canva designs could look like with a little bit of embellishments and fun added into it as well. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you. Bye.